وقل رب زدني علما.
And that's when the arbiter came along. So not everyone's happy with it.
You're absolutely wrong. History tells us in the books of Ibn Hisham, what we read is they were happy with God. They said, whatever you give, we will accept. And when he passed on the verdict, did they say, no, we are not happy? What does the Seerah say? That book that you're claiming as an evidence of things happened. Wait, let me finish. Did they agree with the arbitrator? Yes. So that means they were happy. Whether willingly or unwillingly, they accepted this verdict. Now, one second. If they accept that verdict because they were true to their promise, to their word, why do you have a problem?
I'll tell you why. Because one minute you're arguing from the case, you're questioning your authenticity of the story.
No, I wasn't questioning your authenticity of the story. I was just trying to make a point. Whatever you bring, make sure you bring authentic material. Secondly, even if that is authentic, I am saying, even if that is authentic, what is your problem when they were happy with their decision?
Because in the Seerah it says that Muhammad sat with his girl wife.
Excuse me, hello. We're talking about Banu Qurayza. Don't talk about elephants and monkeys.
No.
Right?
This happened.
Are you from India? You must be familiar with monkey gods and elephants, right?
Oh.
No.
Nice offense.
No. I'm saying. Look. I'm from the subcontinent. It's not offensive. I am also from the Indian subcontinent. I know elephant gods and monkey gods. So I am saying we're not talking about monkeys and elephants. We are talking about
the
Banu Qurayza.
Can I answer the question?
If the Jewish people were happy, why are you not happy?
Because Muhammad sat on a cushion or a stool, I can't remember what it was, and he sat there with his wife watching all the people being beheaded. That's in the Seerah. How can you sit there
800
with your wife? How can you sit there with your wife?
Like a horror movie.
Just sitting there all evening, all day, watching them being beheaded. And thinking, you know what, this is fine. I arbitrated it. This is fine. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that.
So you have a problem with that story which is not accepted to be authentic?
Which you've not read.
If I haven't read, how am I able to give names? the people involved, the verdict, the arbitrator. Stop there. Don't insult me like that. Excuse me. Stop there, my friend.
Who is the translator?
How have I not read that story when I am giving you the names of the people involved, the arbitrator, the decision?
Who's arbitrator? Who's the arbitrator? What's his name?
You're sad. You're not listening.
Were you listening?
So you give me here. Give me Sam.
Were you listening?
What are the names? What are the names? Give me names.
He's talking about Banu Qurayza. Is that correct?
Yes. Right. The final Jewish tribe. Yeah.
So it's correct, right? It's talking about an incident where they then arbitrated from a Muslim, which is one of their from their traditional practice and relations. He was one of the person that can come to like an ally.
Sa'd ibn Mu'adh.
Yes, we will accept him as our arbitrator. So they arbitrated. He arbitrated on his behalf, and the decision that he made, they accepted. So I haven't got a clue about the story,
And Muhammad said, that's fine.
Excuse me. So
Muhammad said,
now you're waffling about me not knowing the story. You're waffling.
They
I
asked
have
for
a
it.
problem with Muhammad saying, you know what a fantastic idea. I'll sit down with my wife and I'll watch them all day getting beheaded. That's sick.
Hang on.
That's sick.
Excuse me. Open up Sirat Ibn Hisham and show me this is what this is.
It's this big. I don't have it on me.
Hey, on your phone.
Usual. What's your evidence?
PDF copy. Next time do that. Yeah?
Why do Muslims come here with no books, no references?
Why do you come here with nothing and making
citations?
empty claims? You making empty claims. Empty vessels sounds what?
No.
Much.
No, I'll tell you why. Because
Okay, I want to know about your religion. Tell me about religion.
Muslims hate being criticised.
No?
Bring evidence.
Absolutely like.
Bring evidence.
They don't like it.
What religion do you follow?
None.
What's it called?
They're all rubbish.
Your religion is called rubbish. What's the name of your religion?
Good joke.
What's the name of your religion?
All religions are bullshit.
No, what's your religion?
I don't have a religion.
Okay, so you believe you created yourself?
Religion
One moment.
is
One moment.
a man-made
Have a discussion.
One moment.
Religio.
So you believe you created yourself?
Oh my God.
Excuse me, I'm
Are you
going to
serious?
ask you. Okay, who created you?
My parents.
And who created your parents? And their parents? And eventually who created the first man?
Oh, it wasn't Allah.
Who created them?
Well, this is the big question, isn't it?
And the big answer is?
Well, you don't have the answer either.
You said my religion is bullshit, right? Or rubbish. Sorry, excuse my language.
Well, it's
You said
from-
rubbish, right?
It's from the desert.
Wait. My religion is already discarded according to your, thinking. So, let's talk about your way of
No. Let's talk about your religion.
Why are you afraid to
I'm
talk about
here
your
to talk about. I don't have a religion. You keep saying I have a religion. I don't have a religion.
So, who created the first man?
What, Adam?
Who created the universe?
What Adam who made the Kaaba?
No, who created the
This is
universe?
fucking bullshit.
Excuse me, mind your language, right? You're not a child. You're an adult. You can control your tongue. Good. Now, who created the universe according to your thinking?
Well, we don't know.
No, according to your thinking, you don't know. Right. Is it possible that nothing has created this universe?
Is it possible that nobody created Allah?
No, I'm asking you a question.
Same thing.
Is
Same
it possible absolute nothingness has created this universe?
Listen, science is trying to answer the question, okay?
Can science answer the question whether God exists or not?
Maybe not, okay?
Then you don't have a clue about science.
Because no.
Let me tell you why.
No.
Science-
There's the evidence for
Excuse me.
religion is thin,
Excuse me.
okay? It's thin.
I want to share with you something at this very minute. Science is involved with a particular methodology. This methodology presupposes naturalism. Science deals with the natural world. It doesn't deal with the supernatural. It has no place for that.
There's no
science.
evidence for supernatural.
Listen, the science, the methodology, the area
always changing.
of work of science is not supernaturalism. It's naturalism, the natural world. The existence of the creator is beyond nature. So science,
So how can you know that? How can you know that?
listen,
Beyond nature.
listen, my friend. Science, by its own limitation, cannot answer this question because it goes beyond the realms of science, beyond the scope of science. Science is totally disabled to answer the question whether God exists or not exists because it is not within the scope of the scientific method. So don't bring the science in to answer a question which is not scientific.
You asked me what I believe in.
Listen,
I told you science.
now, my next point is to continue. if you say all religions are rubbish, now good. Don't bring all the religion in, don't bring science in. Now, leaving those things aside, from your intellectual reasoning, tell me, can absolute nothingness bring about our universe?
That's exactly the same question I would ask you. How did Allah come into being? You can't answer that because there is no answer.
Another logical fallacy. We don't believe Allah came into being, so you're
here we
creating
go.
a straw man argument here.
Here we go.
Excuse me.
That's the logical fallacy.
Wait.
God,
You know what he said?
how can something come from nothing?
Listen, do Muslims believe God came into existence? Allah came into existence? Ask any Muslim here.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Ask any Muslim here. Do we believe Allah came into existence?
Not definition
How
of
many
God.
people say that makes sense?
Excuse me.
That God came out of nowhere.
It's not
my friend,
definition
God
of
came out of
God.
nowhere. That makes sense. That makes sense.
You brothers, please.
He thinks that, okay, so
Let him answer.
so he says
Listen.
that something has come from nothing.
Listen.
Right?
No.
He didn't say that. Now, what you've asked that, you Muslims believe God, and how can God come from something? God didn't come from anything. So you made an assertion about our belief without
No evidence.
Excuse me.
No evidence.
You made an assertion of our belief from pure ignorance. You haven't got a clue what we believe.
There's no ignorance.
No, listen.
No
What
ignorance.
I have demonstrated by bringing every Muslim here in the discussion that we don't believe God came into existence. But you asserted, God came into existence. How did you do that? I'm saying we don't believe in that. So you don't have a clue about what we believe. But that's not the point of discussion. This is a side point how I debunk people making illogical statements.
That's not debunking.
Hang on. You stated something about it's called tit for tat reasoning. If I say, okay, you're wrong, says, but you're wrong too. No, I am simply asking you in your thinking. Listen, in your thinking, not in my thinking. In your thinking, in your intellectual realm, in your rationalization of the reality, can absolute nothingness create or bring about something? This is the question.
If you believe in God, yes. That's my answer.
Sorry?
If you believe in God, the answer is yes. There you go.
But you don't believe in God. So that's not your answer. So I want your answer. Go ahead.
Right, okay. The reason I don't believe in a God...
No, I'm asking you the reason why you don't believe in a God. Because you don't believe in a God, so your answer you're given is irrelevant. So answer my question. Can absolute nothingness, I'm repeating myself how many times now? Can absolute nothingness bring about this universe?
I'll tell you what, that question is far more intellectual than saying that there is some infinite being up in the universe somewhere that has created everything. Well, we don't know how we did it, but that's the answer. There you go. You know, these answers have come from the desert.
So you're failing
2,000
again to
years
answer
ago.
the question.
Well,
Instead of answering, you're saying it's too complicated, it's too complex. You know what? I'm going to have a shelf this complex question and leave it there, and I've solved it. Listen.
Who's going to buy that?
Listen,
Who's going to buy that?
I am asking you
No one's gonna buy that.
one final time, my friend, because it's getting a repetitive thing. It's getting boring.
Yeah.
In your ideological outlook of life, in your thinking, in your rationality,
told you.
in your rationality, I haven't finished my question yet. Either, look,
question.
can the universe come from absolute nothingness? The potential answers are, yes it can, no it cannot, maybe it can, I don't know, I don't care. Out of these 5 possible answers, which one?
We don't know.
So you don't know. Right, let me tell you that this is not a very rational answer. Why?
Lawrence Krauss has written a great book about nothingness.
And
And it's possible from a physical perspective that nothingness is something.
that doesn't answer the question I asked.
Well, it does.
So you
I've already told
what you have demonstrated that Lawrence Krauss is describing nothing as something, some quantum fluctuation perhaps. So it doesn't answer the question.
It does. Because you've already told me.
What is my question?
Because you...
What is my question?
You're asking me, is it possible that something can come out of nothing?
And the answer is?
I've told you. We don't know.
Okay. So if I go into an exam,
But you say you do know, but the answer...
Listen.
But your answer...
Allow me to
is
scrutinize
is-
your answer.
You have a
Allow me to respond to your answer.
You have a medieval answer
Listen.
to your question. It's a medieval
Enough
answer.
ad hominem. So you've given an answer. I want to know your answer is something that is reasonable, something that is valid, something that is true, or something that is pure ignorance. Like we say, if I go to a maths exam and it says, what is 3 times 2? And I say, I don't know, and the answers were there. Okay? Do you think this is the correct answer? The answers were there, 6. Or I don't know. I don't know wasn't the correct answer. Wait, let me finish.
Al-Ghazali.
No, excuse me, let me finish first.
Al-Ghazali criticized
Let me
this
finish
type of
first.
argumentation.
Hello?
Al-Ghazali
Let me
criticized
finish.
this type of
You know what?
argumentation.
Throwing up names, logical,
Al-Ghazali.
appeal to authorities.
Persian
It's not going to help
scholar.
you.
Persian
We know
scholar.
Al-Ghazali.
Listen. Al-Ghazali is not going to help you here. So if I go to a maths
It's
exam,
not going to help. Al-Ghazali.
excuse me, if I go...
One of your heroes.
Look.
One of your heroes.
Have you ever started a maths exam?
Yeah.
In your life?
I got 8 of them. I got 8 of them, actually.
Very good. If it gives you a question and gives you possible answers, one of them is, I don't know, and the answer is there. 3 times 2 is 6. Wait, let me finish.
Allah knows best.
Excuse me.
Where did that come from?
Excuse me,
Allah
listen.
knows best.
Let me finish.
Allah knows best.
All about, you see what?
Allah knows-
Well,
See,
this is surprising.
don't know.
You as an
Allah knows
atheist
best.
claiming to be an ex-Muslim demonstrates to me again and again, every time we have a discussion with someone, your atheism is based on sheer ignorance. Not about religion, knowledge of Islam at all.
No.
Hang on. So let me come back to you again.
Atheism is questioning evidence.
Listen.
It's not a belief system.
So-
it's not a religion.
So
it's
allow
not
me
it's not a
to
cult.
demonstrate
Okay?
again. In a maths exam, my
What
friend.
is maths exam?
In a maths exam, is the answer, potential answers are there. 3 times 2 is 6, and 35, and I don't know. If you put I don't know as a maths examiner, is he going to give you marks for that? Is that the correct answer? I don't know. No, I don't know. Is that the correct answer?
But you assume
What
to
if I-
have studied
Excuse me.
mathematics.
Is that the correct answer?
What if I put on the exam paper, Allah knows best, and the Muslim and
See
the,
what?
See,
You realized I gave you potential answers instead of dealing with these answers because you know your game is really coming to a corner.
No, not
Hang on,
really,
your
not
game,
really,
right?
not
It's being
really.
exposed.
Not really.
I gave you potential answers instead of taking those answers as potential answers and saying it could be one of these.
You're avoiding
giving
Muhammad.
me. Listen.
You're avoiding the Seerah. You're
Listen.
avoiding the Hadith and the Quran.
Listen.
You're diverting this whole conversation into a metaphysical, philosophical question.
I am saying-
we started with Muhammad, the Quran, the Hadith. You're avoiding it. You're avoiding. I said.
Excuse me.
No.
As you demonstrated.
No.
I'll make your point.
Okay.
Make your point. And then I'll say.
We started. I said as soon as I said that Muhammad sat with his wife, watching all the Jews being beheaded, watching them all day, you suddenly went into this metaphysical, philosophical question. Oh, we're
I didn't go suddenly.
forget about Islam.
I didn't say forget about Islam.
No.
It's
You
on
said,
tape.
What do you
What
believe
is your
in?
name of your
What do you
channel?
believe in?
Speaker's Corner highlights.
Speaker Corner highlights. Watch this again and get into this remembrance mode, reminding.
I have a message for everyone.
Listen, no. I don't want to give you.
If anyone buys this medieval crap,
Oh, now you're insulting our
okay?
religion.
Oh, still thing. Muslims can't take criticism.
Oh, you're putting. This is a criticism.
This is.
So when
they
you
can't take
criticize,
it.
when
That's
you criticize,
criticism. Can't take it.
You know,
There's a
when you
difference between criticism and
They
insult.
can't take a joke.
Okay, fine. When you criticize someone's works, whether it's poetry, literature, science,
Which
culture,
Muhammad,
excuse me, listen, let me finish.
He assassinated
Have the
people.
decency, let me finish, right? And you write in your critique, it's all a crap. It's all a crap. And I'm sure your examiners will say, wow, what a sophistry, what beautiful articulation of criticism. I'm sure that, right? What I was saying, look, when you said every religion is rubbish, there's no truth in your religion, I moved on to saying, okay, fine, let's see about your way of thinking. So I was only examining whether your way of thinking is correct and right and true. You said about this universe because you believe in the universe. So now I am really doing what? Turning the table around to your religion, and you will see you're gonna run like a what? Because you will find uncomfortable dealing with your religion, your way of life.
My religion?
So, you have no religion. Your way of life. So now, out of the 5 possibilities, you said I don't know. You
don't know yet.
Yeah, you said
We don't know
No,
yet.
don't include me in. You don't know. Speak about your ignorance. Don't impose your ignorance on me, right?
Okay.
Is that being fair? Okay. You say I don't know.
But Muslims want to impose their ignorance on others.
No.
That's the problem.
You don't know, that's your answer to this question. So in here, this I would say and submit, my friend, is a wrong answer. Why? I don't know is simply saying I do not know the correct answer. I'm simply saying I do not have enough information
Evidence.
to answer.
Exactly.
That's one thing. So that wasn't the correct answer, though. That was just the wrong answer. But you're being humble.
According to you. According
Right.
to you.
So right. So what is
According to
the
you.
so the correct answer you haven't given yet? So let's leave. Hang on.
I have given a very valid answer, actually.
But that's the wrong answer.
No, according to Muslims.
Excuse me.
It's the wrong answer for Muslims, okay? I understand that. Because you believe in a creator who is all
Just a second.
eternal,
Again,
who has made
what
everything.
you're doing is once more, instead of dealing with your worldview, which you are now confronted with, and justifying your worldview, you're running like a rat, as the brother said. You are saying, oh, your worldview is bad, and your worldview is on the table of our discussion. Let's see whether you can man up to it.
Whoa. Okay.
Why? Because you said earlier on, every other worldview, every other religion is rubbish. You did not say that. So
I
let's
said religions are
exactly. So leave all religion, including mine.
Oh, see, leave his religion alone.
Because you said it's rubbish.
It's all about.
Excuse me.
It's
Did
all
you not
about
say it's
leaving-
rubbish?
See,
Did
this
you
is
not say it's
this is
rubbish?
what Muslims do.
Are you-
They always say, "Leave my religion alone," and they always try to turn the tables.
I find it very
They're trying
strange.
to turn the table.
You
You're
are
not
an individual
answering.
who likes to talk about rubbish. I don't. The moment you say this is rubbish, leave the rubbish alone. Let's talk about real stuff.
I'm trying to criticize Islam, okay? You can't take it, so you have to turn the tables around
No, I'm
and
simply
try.
saying,
Well, yes,
according,
you
to,
are. Yes, you
according
are.
to your opinion,
Yes, you are.
this is rubbish. So let's leave rubbish alone.
Ah, well, hang on. But
Are you love talking about rubbish?
Islam isn't
Excuse
rubbish.
me.
Islam is
Do you
rubbish
love
to you.
talking about rubbish?
Islam isn't rubbish to you.
Excuse me.
Islam
Do
is
you
rubbish
love
to
talking
you.
about rubbish?
Islam isn't rubbish to you.
No,
is
not-
it?
not to me.
So why throw it away? Why not talk about it?
Why don't you throw away
Defend
because it's
your
rubbish?
faith. Defend your faith.
Okay,
Defend
fine.
your religion.
I will. Now, I believe the creator, the originator of the universe, created this universe. Do you dispute that?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your evidence that there wasn't a creator for this universe?
I'll tell you why.
Go ahead. Evidence, not your reasons. Evidence.
I'll tell you why. Humans have been asking this question.
I don't care. Evidence, please.
I'll tell you. We are getting closer and closer and
This is
closer.
your ignorance again. Evidence. I want real evidence.
You have, okay.
I don't want
There
your
is no
ignorance
evidence.
again. Oh, I don't know yet. We're getting close, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe in the
that's
future.
a good answer.
Wrong answer.
That's a
Give me
good
the
answer.
evidence that you believe there is no God.
Because there is enough evidence for a God.
That's not an evidence.
It is.
Just by saying, you know what, there is no evidence for something, it's not the evidence of this something.
What's your evidence for God then?
Wait.
What's your evidence for God?
You said...
What's your evidence for God?
Wait a moment.
What's your evidence? Answer this question.
I will tell you. The evidence of this creator is the creation itself. Because this creation cannot come about from...
That's an opinion, not
Excuse me,
evidence.
I am gonna-
That's an opinion.
I'm establishing
Give me
my evidence.
evidence.
Hear me out.
Okay.
This universe
Yeah.
is something. It's energy. This energy cannot come from...
Whoa. You're going to science again. You can't use science.
Listen.
You can't use... You said earlier, it's on camera, can't use science.
Listen.
Can't talk about energy. So sorry, no. Can't use science to give me evidence. Has to be non-scientific
Who said I was giving
evidence.
science?
Energy is not science.
In my vocabulary, I am using reason. I'm going to give you a rational argument using the natural phenomena around you, because if I say, you know what, that's
why nobody follows the religion.
So, if I use this vocabulary, what did you understand so far? You didn't understand anything. Gobbledygook. That's why I have to use the natural world around you, the vocabulary that you are familiar with, so that you can assess my evidence.
Okay, carry on then.
Good. Something like our universe
Something, yeah.
and you cannot come from absolute nothingness.
That's an opinion.
That's not, it's something that is factual. I'll tell you why.
Right.
I'll tell you why.
Factual.
If you say this is not a fact, you should be able to provide me a counter alternative. Give me something from the natural world or anywhere else where nothingness brought something into existence.
There's a very famous Arab proverb. Do you know what that is? Just because you can't prove that something exists doesn't mean it's not there.
Okay,
That's-
enough of
that's-
poetry.
No. Muslims use that all the time.
I haven't
They use
used
it all the time.
I haven't used it.
They use it
So
all the
another
time.
straw man argument.
So-
that Muslim used it, so let me destroy his argument. You're having a discussion with me.
Okay, so
now,
Mansoor, the
excuse me.
all-knowing.
What is your
all-knowing. You're the all-knowing.
What is your explanation that this universe came from nothingness? It cannot come from nothingness.
Well, that's exactly the same thing as saying God came from nothing.
about God.
No,
We're talking about
it's the
the
same
universe.
argument.
Excuse me.
It's the same logical question.
Let me ask you a simple
No, it's
question.
the same question.
Have you got any evidence where nothingness has created something?
There is not enough. We're working on it.